You cannot. If you live these demons, they don't want me to tell y'all this, but this is a public service announcement. I used to live in Chicago, now I live in the suburbs. If you live in Chicago, you cannot sit in your car. If you go somewhere and you live in Chicago, get there, get back home, and get your ass in the house. Ain't no sitting outside in your car having a conversation, vlogging, making a video. You got chains on, diamonds, gold everywhere, walking around looking like money. You cannot do that in the city of Chicago. It's a hex on Chicago. It's a rule on Chicago. Now that I live in the suburbs and I pass through Chicago, it's you can smell it in the air. You can feel it in the air, especially if you on the motherfucking 290. If you on the fucking 290, look out, watch out. You're like a sitting duck. You cannot leave anything valuable in your motherfucking car in Chicago. You can't have anything that glitters, glistening in your car, anything that's shiny. You can't have it. It attracts too much attention that will bust your windows out. Chicago, you cannot ride fishbowl in Chicago. You cannot ride around with your back passenger windows down so somebody can run up and rob your ass. It's a whole, if y'all want me to give y'all a whole book of shit you can do and shit you cannot do in Chicago, but one of them is sit in your car and have somebody ride up from your blind spot. If you sitting in your car, somebody can ride up and jump out on your ass in Chicago. It's a hex on Chicago. It's always been a hex. I don't know if it's a rule, but now that I live in the suburbs and I even go past through Chicago, it's something in the air. I just get anxiety. I get like this gut feeling like of being scared or looking around like my head is always on a swivel. It's like you snooze, you lose in Chicago. Do not sit in your motherfucking car having a conversation, lamping on the phone, pillow talking in your car in Chicago. Go where you're going and get back home and thank God that you made it there when you live in Chicago. It's so much bad stuff happening in Chicago right now. People is hungry. People is starving. People is on the hunt to look for people to rob. They're pocket watching, they're backdooring you, they're putting something in your garden. If you smoke, they will lace your ass. That's a form of enjoyment in Chicago. Giving your ass something. 357 whatever you smoke, putting something in your drink, and everybody sitting around watching your ass tweak out. Run up and down the street butt ass naked or offing yourself. They don't have shit to do in Chicago but to wreak havoc. Baby, the very first comment, I know that's my number one fan, but you're blocked. Sounds like anxiety but very weird. It's good to be cautious. Yeah, I moved out of Chicago. I stay in the suburbs now. I don't want no motherfucker pocket watching me. I don't want nobody watching me carry when I carry bags at my house. They know how many pair of shoes I got. I don't want nobody watching me to know where I went, how much I spent, and what I'm taking in my house. They look at the name of the bags you got. They look at what you wearing. They pocket watching. They will set your ass up and backdoor you. They don't give a fuck who you are. Cousins killing cousins, friends killing friends. They have no morals and no values. You have to keep your head on the swivel, because if you snooze, you lose in Chicago. Go where you're going and get the fuck in the house. Ain't no outside lollygagging, standing in front of the crib talking, doing all that extra shit. Not in Chicago. North, south, east, or west. Preferably the west side. They talking about New York or jungle. Man, you don't know what the fuck going on in Chicago. Half of they ass on the street like zombies. The other half watching you. Nice hairstyle. I'm finna wash my hair. The other half, bro, what? Why you steady commenting, baby? In your message, it's been held for review. You my number one fan because I know every time it say I'm live, here you go running, you breaking your neck, you getting whiplash to come in here to say something. I can't see your comment. It say this message is held for review. Both of them. You are. Matter of fact, let me turn my chat off. Let me turn the chat off so y'all can concentrate on the words that's coming out of my mouth. So y'all can concentrate on the words that's coming out of my mouth instead of saying fuck shit and getting a message that I'm trying to relay about what's happening in Chicago right now. It's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to raise your kids up. If you want to live in fear, looking over your back, always got to look around. Hey, do you? I just saw this video on Facebook. Dude sitting in his car. He got a chain on. He's making a video about how he was arguing with somebody over a park. See, in the midst of him arguing with somebody in a park, whoever he was arguing with got a good peripheral view of him. Then pocket watched him. They add up everything he had on. Them the people that probably came back around trying to rob him for his chain. He saw the people walking up. The boy said, "Give me your chain." He jumped out the car and say, "Man, no." So your life more valuable than yeah. You done? So your life more valuable than a chain? Your life more valuable than a chain? I don't think so. I don't think your life is more valuable than a chain. I don't think so. Hold on, y'all. Whatever you got, give it up. Whatever you got, give it up. Give it to the peoples. Whatever you got, give it to them. Give it to the people. That materialistic stuff can be replaced. Your life can't. That materialistic stuff can be replaced, but your life cannot. I remember riding in the car. This is a story finna be a story time too. I remember riding in the car with somebody I knew very well that was some kin to me. Had them in the car. Called to her little friends, and she described everything I had on to her friends. She said, "Yeah, she got on some dunks. They cost da 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 da. Her purse, I just googled her purse. It cost da 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 da. We finna be over here. Da 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 da. She described everything I had on to her friends, and I'm in the car. Like, what's going on? You finna backdoor me? Get out. Get out my motherfucking car right now. Soon as I heard the conversation, see, she think I wasn't paying. She either thought I wasn't paying attention, or she thought I was didn't recognize the signs of calling somebody, describing to that person, and say she got it on her. She got it on her right now. I googled how much her shit costs. Come meet us over here. No, you finna get the fuck out my car right now. They gonna have to find your ass. Cause you ain't finna go nowhere with me. Get the fuck out my car right now. She was finna backdoor me or have her little motherfucker friends run up on me and ambush me. Bitch, you getting sloppy. You could have got me if you want so motherfucking sloppy, and to do it in my face and describe to your little friends what I had on. And yeah, I just googled her purse. Yeah, it cost da da da. They was gonna rob my ass. And then think a motherfucking thing of it. That's what you do when you backdoor somebody. You link with them. You see what they got. You call the folks and say, "Yeah, I see it with it." You got to confirm that you see it. It's in your vision. I got her with me now. That's why I don't hang with no motherfucker. I don't be with no motherfucker. Ain't nobody finna backdoor me, rob the fuck me. My motherfucking jewelry I done had since high school. All of it. And I'ma keep it. Cause I don't hang with grimy ass, dirty ass, thirsty motherfuckers. In Chicago, I used to hang with all old heads. They call them old heads. All my friends was old heads. They wasn't on no back doing, stick up, robbing, scheming, fraudulent, scamming, none of that shit. That's why I was able to survive so long and knew everybody from Halsted to Austin. Didn't nobody touch me. Everybody knew me. The first thing they was gonna say, "Oh, Angie, I know Angie crazy. Yeah, she fun as hell. Ooh, she don't fuck with nobody." But I ain't dodging nobody either. Chicago has a hex on it. It's a curse. It's dark clouds over survival. Only the fittest win. You got to know rules. Chicago and St. Louis, man. St. Louis and Chicago. St. Louis, Chicago. I want to say the Bronx. I don't know if the Bronx or Brooklyn is better. But them three, if you don't know the rules of them three cities, don't go there like you green, like you a simp. You don't know what's going on. You got to know the rules. Riding around, fishbowl, riding around with your motherfucking passenger windows down, you asking to get got. Showboating, going to the gas station, pulling out wads of money while you got all type of people around. Riding up and down 290, not paying attention. It's people that is on the 290 every day looking for somebody. Angry. Everybody in Chicago is so angry. You better not step on nobody's shoe. Somebody got some fresh ones. You step on that shoe, you might be fighting for your life. They're angry. Everybody is full of hatred and anger in Chicago. It takes anything for them to snap, crackle, and pop. I'm talking about in a bump. You could be in a club. The club can be packed. You bump somebody in the club in Chicago, baby, they might shoot the whole club up. But putting something that somebody drinks and 357 them, oh, that's funny to them. That's fun and games to them. It's funny watching somebody giving somebody some mad altering shit and watching them tweak out, poisoning somebody. They all about this money. That's why I'm glad I got the fuck away from my son's father. Cause I don't know if that bitch had an insurance policy on me or my son. He waiting. He fighting patiently for something. That's why I make sure I make videos every day. Anything ever happen, bitch, you gonna be up under the jailhouse. Cause it's you. I don't know who and fuck got some to who you promised the money to, who you gonna cut, get somebody a cut of the money. But bitch, you gonna be up under the jailhouse. And I promise you that. But it's a dark motherfucking hex over the city of Chicago. I'm so glad I got out of there. I'm so glad I got out of there. Keep your head on the swivel. Watch who you talk to. And don't sit in your car napping, lollygagging, and pillow talking on the phone. Go where you going. And when you get in the house, you better thank God you made it in that day. Because your life could be gone in the blink of an eye. People used to kill people over Jordans. People used to rob people over Pelly Pellies. I remember those little herringbone chains. How many people got their throat cut from 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 snatching the chain? Now that I live in the suburbs, I don't even wear my chain every day. I used to wear my chain faithfully every day. I feel like I feel weird wearing my chain around a bunch of high class citizens. It's like I don't have to prove myself around these people. Like I can just relax and just be plain Jane. You know what I'm saying? Like I still get compliments on my bags. Like I love your bags, stuff like that. But that chain, I feel like, it's a little ghetto. But I love it. I still rock it here and there, but just to be wearing it every day, no. And I thank God I ain't never got robbed. Thank God I ain't never got backdoor because I was smart enough. I'm talking about the girl that called her friends and said she got on this. Yeah, I didn't go with it. She got on that. I didn't go with it. Yeah, she got on the Gucci belt. I didn't go. Now they was going to hit my ass upside the head with some, grab a pillowcase, bag all my motherfucking shit up and go out the back motherfucking door. I remember the house that I stayed in. It was a little dude on house arrest, and I believe they set this shit up. I believe, I believe they set this shit up. Now, mind you, I was never in the house by myself. I couldn't even get the roles and play for about 5 minutes because somebody was always in the house. They was taking motherfucking shifts. You get 9 to 5, I get 5 to 9. I was never in the house by myself. But this particular day, I was in the house by myself. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm in the house by myself. What they done left me in the house by myself? I'll go get the rose, baby. I'll go get the rose. All of a sudden, The boy from next door rang my doorbell. He like, I had a Nike bag that was sitting in my car. Can I come up and look on your camera and see who took my Nike bag? Cause I had just bought me some shoes. I called my next door neighbor. I said, man, take a picture of dude. I got pictures of dude. Take a picture of dude. I look out the front window. He in a white, he in a white Regal. A girl with some garbage bags. She looking up at me. I'm looking down at her. She looking up at me. I'm looking down at her. She got the bags ready. First of all, dude, I don't know you from a can of paint. You was next door on house arrest. You ain't never spoke to me. I ain't never saw you. It's like you was lamping. But how did you know I was in the house by myself this particular day? I was never in the house. Like they was gonna be like they was scared some motherfucker death to leave me in there. And I ain't have to have a thing. I ain't never hear the thing. If I was gonna get in the car with somebody, I would have did it in their face. I ain't walking to no corners getting in the car with nobody for what? The boy say, can you let me up to look on your camera? I say, hell no. Call my next door neighbor. She said, girl, he got on a black and white hat, da da da, and he got a gun stuck in the back of his jeans. I said, I know it. If I would have went down there and opened that door, he was gonna point that motherfucker, follow me up the steps, and tell old girl, come on up here and back that shit up. We been watching her. Da 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 da. Bitch, you will never get me ever in life. How did you know this was my doorbell? How did you know I was there alone? A motherfucker set that up. And if I was a goofy, like they thought I was a goofy, that's how I know somebody sent them. He tried to pull on my heartstrings. The gym shoes, baby, you would be better getting in your car, riding around, hitting blocks. They getting away. They getting away. If you think they was on foot and they reached in your car getting the boxes of gym shoes, you letting them get away. You wasting time. Right here talking to me through an intercom, and I'm looking right at you on the camera. You letting them get away. But whatever in possession of life thought I was gonna let you upstairs, cause a motherfucker sent you to me and say, hey, just tell her you a neighbor, cause she loves yapping and conversating with neighbors. All you gotta do is ring the doorbell, bro, and tell her you's a neighbor. Second, pull on her heartstrings. Oh, somebody robbed me. She gonna be Angie. She a nice person. She gonna try to help you. She gonna rush down them steps and invite you on up and let you look. What the fuck I look like? Letting a person up in my house, I don't know, from a can of paint and I'm home alone. Out of all the days they took shifts watching me, this particular day I was at home alone. Get the fuck out of here. They set that shit up. Go up there and get all that shit from that bitch. She got all them, she got all that. Get it. I'm telling you what she got. So that's what the old girl was sitting in the car for with the garbage bag. She was ready when I opened that door and he was gonna up it and walk me up them steps. He was gonna tell, come on. She was gonna be up there bagging that shit up where he had the blicky on me. Bitch, I ain't dumb. I ain't stupid by a long shot. Whoever sent you sent your ass off. They should have told you I ain't dumb. I ain't naive. I got common smart, street smart, book smart, and discernment. Triple threat. That's how I know somebody sent him to me to give me a sob story and to pull on my heartstrings. Bro, you thought I was finna open the door for you and invite you upstairs? Oh, you. And the first thing, if something would have happened to me, the first thing somebody would say is, Angie, you know better than to invite somebody in your house. I knew it was a setup. Just like old girl who's supposed to be kin to me, riding around with me on the phone describing. That's what people do. They backdoor you. I made her get out, get out my motherfucking car right now. That's why people call me crazy. Cause when I feel something and I sense it, you gotta go. As soon as she hung that phone up, it said Angie got on this, Angie got on that. I just Googled it. I just looked it up on Google. She thought I wasn't paying attention. As soon as she hung up that phone, I said, get out. Get out my car right now. Get. She, oh, what? I wasn't even talking. But get out, bro. You wasting time, bro. Get the fuck out of my car. Yeah. The fuck? You ain't never finna have nobody ride up on me in traffic and put no blicky on me. And they gonna yank, yank, yank. They weren't gonna waste no time. She was gonna get out and bail in the car with them. Too smart. Too smart. Too smart. That's why I ain't never run my mouth. I ain't never exposed no motherfucker. I always protected people that was around me. Protected people around me. That's one thing I did, is protected people around me. And that's sad that now I'm not around. I feel like I'm the target. I feel like it's a red dot on my heart. They out to get me. They out to destroy me. I know too much. They want to shut me up. And I bet you any amount of money, a motherfucker got some money sitting on my head and to put the word out. If anybody see her in Chicago, call me immediately. I got $10,000 for you. You can't tell me you sure it's my name Angie. That's why that old life that I was used to living, you got to cut out everybody. When you dealing with a narc, you got to cut out mutual friends, family, anybody that could remotely get to you and say, man, he called me and say he miss you. He want to talk to you. Because whoever you talk to about the narc, gonna immediately go back and talk to them and tell them what you said. Then they gonna formulate a plan and say, oh yeah, I see she like that. You ready to go to bed? You ready to go to bed? Give me a kiss. You ready to go to bed? So let me go ahead and wrap this up before